Hi everyone, welcome to this next snare review video of mine. My name's Trevor Golliger. I've been playing drums for longer than I can remember, about 50-60 years. And I decided about 2 weeks ago that I was going to do a whole series of videos on snare drums. I've got quite a collection and I thought I would just share the sound file with each of these snares. So if you're in the market for snare drums, and you may be looking at one of the ones that I actually own, so at least you get a bit of an idea what they sound like. Today I've changed up my mic situation from the last videos. When I was talking it was really quiet. A lot of people said they couldn't hear me, so I've put myself a ribbon mic fairly close to me, and I'm hoping that picks up my voice pretty good. It's a ribbon mic made by a company in Melbourne, Australia, a brand called OPR. If you've never heard of their mics, go and check it out. They make really good mics for good prices. This particular ribbon, the model's called the Rocket, and the capsule inside is similar to a Coles ribbon, so it's a little bit darker than your normal ribbon. I have changed up the snare drum mic this video as well. I've got a SM57 Beta. Just trying that. I've never recorded it with a snare before, so I thought I'd just drop it on. My bass drum has a AKG D12 VR mic on it. The bass drum is a Gretsch Broadcaster 20x14. And the snare drum that we're actually using today is a Canopus snare. It's called a one ply. It's made from maple. When they say one ply, I'm assuming that means it's a solid maple drum. Killer drum. This is a 5.5 inch. I always mix up 5 and 5.5 inch snare drums. I got a few of each, and I think this one's actually a 5 inch now that I've come to think about it. Really well made, tube lugs, natural sort of maple finish, just a matte silk sort of finish. Very basic looking, killer snare drum. I love it. In fact, I used to be a real Ludwig snare person, but these days my favorite snares in my collection are Canopus. I own quite a few Canopus snare drums. I just love them. They're easy to tune, they sound good, they play well. What comes back off the drum, it's just everything's good about them. Very well made. They come out of Japan, if you don't know anything about Canopus snare drums. And as I said, Canopus I think is my favorite snare drum brand in the world at this point in time. Anyway, let's give this guy a little bit of a hit and see what you think of it. Canopus 1-play 5 or 5.5 inch, can't remember. Any Canopus players out there, especially you, Andrew, you'll probably tell me exactly what depth this snare drum is. So that's the Canopus 5.5. Hope you like it, or 5 inch. Hope you like the sound of it. As I said, it's got a really wide tuning range too. You tune it down low, it's got this really nice fatness to it. Tune it up really high, and it just cuts your head off. It's a beautiful wood snare drum. And as I said earlier, if you've never looked at Canopus snare drums or their drum kits, their gear is really high level quality, all sound great. So anyway, on that note, hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, and you've got some other drum nerds that like snare drum sound samples, get them to check out these videos. I'm making a whole series of snare drum reviews. I've got quite a few in my collection, so there should be something in there that's of interest to you if you're a drum nerd and particular people that love snare drums. Anyway, on that note, keep drumming, people. Have fun. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope 2024 brings you much joy, lots of gigs and lots of fun. Bye.